Just first of all, congratulations for your new record.
Thanks.
I'm not the one who must say if it's the best work that you have done, but I can say that it's really different
Yeah,
from the
it's
others.
definitely different.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Why did you choose to do that?
You know, I think the real simple answer, and we of course can go into detail, but it's just because I think I get bored. I do. I don't want to just do the same thing all the time. You know, and there's so many different colours and tastes and sounds and styles and so much stuff's going on our planet. Why just stick with one thing? You know, or three things, or four things. Why not just open up your heart and your mind to everything and then enjoy it and then move on and enjoy something else the next day?
Okay, so let's go back to the start. I mean, I'm not gonna ask you why you sing barefoot because you must be really tired of answering that.
Good.
But the point is that I came from Argentina
Yeah.
to talk about freedom.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
I know that you are really interested in freedom.
Yeah.
And
It's very important.
I would like to know how would you define it? I mean, it's just doing what you want to do, or maybe it's a kiss and a green grass and, and a garden like this one.
Yeah.
What is freedom?
It's whatever makes you feel good. For me, so let's say there are some people that I know from London, for instance. When they come to the countryside, they're like, oh God, I don't know what to do. You know, but for me, if I'm in a green field, I could roll around in the grass and I'd be like, oh, I love it. It's so nice. I love how it smells. You know, they would be like, I cannot believe you just rolled around in the grass. There's bugs, there's mud. And
You have grown.
Yeah, they feel like uncomfortable. So it's something different for every person. And to be able to choose, to realise that we all have the choice, that is freedom. We do have choice.
You know, Bruce Lee, the martial arts master, defined water
Okay.
saying that it's one of the best free elements because you put it into a bottle and it takes that shape.
Yeah.
You put it into a cup of tea and it do the same.
Absolutely.
So your album, it's called Water for Your Soul.
Yes, it is.
Why did you choose that name?
Okay. I like that he said that. That's really interesting. I never thought about it like that.
Oh, by the way,
That's cool.
He ended that reflection inviting the people to be water. He said, "Be water, my friend."
Be water. How nice. God, he's a smart guy. You know, the way I saw it with this title, specifically with the title, is you take a seed, you plant it. Without water, it doesn't grow. So for me, the Water for Your Soul title is actually a title of a song that I wrote. And I was driving around in Europe with my boyfriend from way back, and we were fighting a lot. I mean, God, we were so pissed off with each other. And I think I'd basically been just doing this trip. I hadn't been making any music. And we didn't have a radio in the car either. So it was really like there wasn't a lot of music around and I wasn't making it. And he said to me, he goes, oh, for fuck's sake, just go write a song. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even realise why I was pissed off. And that was the moment where I knew that was my water. Music is my water. And without it, I can't stand upright. Like, I need to be involved in it. I need to be creating something, you know.
Yes.
It's important to me.
You talked about the road too, and let me tell you that this is a great roadie record. I mean, you put that Water for Your Soul in the car and let's go.
Oh,
I don't know where, but let's go.
That's cool.
Yes,
it's good to drive to?
Yes,
Oh, that's a cool
especially
thing.
Stuck on You. Great song for the road.
Ah,
Yes.
nice.
Do you?
I do my mixing a lot in the car, by the way.
Yes, I know. Do you listen to your music? I mean, your albums, your older albums, or do you?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
You are looking for something
Once they're
new.
done, they're done.
Okay.
Yeah, like for me, I listen to them just to remind myself what I have to play.
Yes.
So I only listen to them like if I go on a tour and we're having rehearsals, okay, it's an opportunity to learn a new song. So I'll be like, right, what do I have to listen? But other than that, no, not really. But this one I really like. Like, I'm into the rhythms and the bass lines.
Yes.
And there's been some dub versions made, which are soon to just come out. I like that. I like the dub because my voice isn't on it.
Let me tell you that you should, with respect, of course, but you should listen to your records, but because they are good.
Oh,
really
no, not the old ones.
Yes.
That's very sweet, thank you.
No, please. Let's go to the reggae side of the road.
Okay.
Because you worked with Damian Marley.
Yes.
And, I have a point of view about soul, and we can say the same about reggae. I would like to know if you share this opinion.
Okay.
I think it's the merriest music to play to say the saddest things.
Yes, the merriest music. That's a lovely way of putting it, isn't it? It is merry. This is what I say about, reggae music. People ask, why do you like it? When did you find it? The answer is pretty much everyone likes reggae music. It makes them happy. And I don't know why, it just does. It's got I think it's the bounce.
Yes.
The bounce makes people happy. And it's part of our diet for always.
It happens the same with soul music, do you think?
Yeah, sometimes I think soul music isn't so merry. I think soul music can be...
Yes, sitting on the dock of the bay is not the
best.
Yes,
it's the type of music that makes you cry.
I was born by the river. It's not a happy song.
No! The way they sing is really like, oh!
Yes.
So it's a different approach vocally.
Yes.
So for me, to go from this approach to very like, all of the sounds I'm using are they can be quite dramatic, to the reggae/hip-hop style. It's not dramatic approach.
No, in fact, you said about Damian Marley. Let me read these words. At night, Damian and I would hang out. Wherever he goes, he gets a studio just to have the freedom to play and create a vibe. It's like a party every day.
Pretty much.
Warm Guinness and ridiculous amount of weed. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, it's a hilarious thing. Hanging out with Damien's crazy. But he is in the studio all the time. Like, that's his world. That's his life. For me, I'm in the studio when I'm making music, and then I'm out the studio. If I'm sat in there like, I'm done with this one, I'll leave.
Let me get out.
Yeah, I just go. But he is not like that. All of his mates are always around. There's always some Guinness. There's always some weed. There's always something happening. Even if it's not a focused effort on a record, it's just constant for him. And I think that's why his music is so great. He's got so much to choose from. Imagine how much music he has.
I mean, funny nights.
Yeah, really funny. For me,
yes.
This is normal for him.
But in the way that you talk about the weed, I remember Leonard Cohen lyrics. I don't want to forget, but I don't remember what.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, you are
the
missing
memory
details.
Is an issue.
You're missing details here. Okay, so...
the memory. Oh, my God, no, that's terrible.
Besides reggae, you mix music from all over the world in Water for Your Soul. Yeah. You know any artists from Argentina? I mean, Piazzolla, Charlie Garcia.
Oh, I do. I worked with Perota Chinga.
Yes.
In Argentina.
Yes.
And oh my God, I still remember the song. Ríe, chinito, se ríe, yo solo. I loved it. Beautiful. And I had to learn this song. And it's the same thing here when I was in Mexico, when I'm in the city. We're not in the city anymore, right? We're outside.
This is part of the city.
This is part of it?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
No.
Feels like the country.
Not at all.
So when we were in the city part of the city, we did a collaboration with Natalia, La Forcada. And it's the same situation as when I was learning that song in Argentina. I'm trying to learn a song in Spanish. It's very difficult. But it's so rewarding to do that because these artists that I meet along the way, they help me, they teach me, and they teach me about what is the music world like in this place, because it's different everywhere,
Yes, of course.
And I enjoy that more than I enjoy anything at the moment is doing that, learning something I don't know, and listening to sounds I don't hear. You know, I like that.
And have you thought in recording songs in other languages? I mean, Spanish, Portuguese, maybe the next album?
I hope so.
Okay,
I think
I give
maybe
the
this
idea.
is an idea from you.
Okay, it's yours. It's a gift.
You know, I wanted to do like a... If you take the world tour, for instance, it is a long thing. It's going to last for about 3 years, maybe even more, right? So I don't know how much time I'm going to have, but I'd love to record at least 4 or 5 albums with the artists that I'm meeting, because this is like a whole new world to me.
Yes, you've been in at Bolivia, Brazil, Uruguay, con Rubén Rada.
So many different places.
Yes.
You know, we went to Bahrain the other day. That was crazy. It was completely different. Hello, puppies.
Ha llegado.
Come on.
Entró un perro a la habitación. Please, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Hey, just Tony.
Hey, Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo.
You really like dogs.
Oh, I miss my dog.
That's freedom.
That is. Yeah.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
A few more. You have been asked many times about your work with Mick Jagger, and in one of so many interviews, you defined him as a poet, and you said that he gave you a book. That is the only thing that you didn't answer. Which was that book?
Oh, it was a Shakespeare book. It was an old, antique book of many different Shakespeare plays. It wasn't just one. It was like 12 of them or something. And he gave me this book. The reason why is because in one of the songs, which I don't remember the title of, but I will in a minute. In one of the songs he wrote a lyric, and it says, "There's the rub." And he explained to me where that phrase came from, and that phrase comes from Shakespeare's play. And obviously I don't know. I really don't know a lot about a lot. Which one is it? Hamlet. Well done.
To be or not to be.
There you go.
To be or not to be.
Ah, there you go. So it's Hamlet. So because of this, because of our conversation over the lyrics, he turns up the next day. He says, "There you go. I got your book."
Well, you know, he wrote "Sympathy for the Devil," inspired by "The Master and the Margarita," a book, a Russian book.
Oh, really?
So maybe
He's so clever, and he's so well educated. And for me, I'm not well educated, but I basically didn't go to school. So I'm educated in a different way, you know, it's life that teaches me.
The open life.
Yeah, basically. I never really learnt a lot in school.
But
so
do you care for reading?
It's good to hang out with him. Do I what?
Do you care for reading? I mean...
I don't read very well. Like, it kind of... I can read, obviously I can read, but it's difficult for me to read. So it takes a long time for me to read a book. And I do read them, but it would take, 6 months or something.
The last one, which things would you like to change with your music? I mean, violence, wars.
Oh.
You did it very good with Water for Your Soul and Slavery. I mean, it's a great album to fight against slavery. Yeah,
okay.
It's a free record.
Oh, it's definitely a free record.
Yes.
Yeah, the song Star, I think, is kind of making my point. I try not to get too political about things because I'm not educated. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in every country. I can only ask questions, give my opinion on the answer, but everybody answers differently. So the way that I try to live my life and the way I try to write the lyric, which I know will be heard by someone, I try to make it so it's open to everybody's opinion. So we're all different. It's kind of like what I said about rolling in the grass. Some people like rolling in the grass, some people hate it. And all of that is okay. It's all okay. As long as no one's hurting anyone, it's okay. If you like heavy metal music and you don't like soul music, it's okay.
It's okay.
We don't need to be judging everyone. If you believe in God and the next person doesn't, that's fine. But this is not always the way that we live our lives. But I'm hoping that I can encourage more people to kind of do that, So there are people that are very passionate about certain styles of music. My boyfriend is one of them. I'm one of them. But I have these big arguments with him, right? So this is where the conversation started with this. My boyfriend and one of my best friends, Jay, they're sat there and they're like, that music's fucking shit. I hate it. He's a wanker if he likes that music and da-da-da. These are the conversations I'm listening to and I'm like, Jesus!
Maybe my next record is
just music, guys. Calm down. It's not that deep.
Yes.
And I consider myself to be free.
Okay.
And one day I might choose to sing music that sounds like West End musicals. That's okay. It doesn't make me a wanker. It means that we are free.
We are free. Just thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's the only thing I
Thank
can
you
say.
very
You are
much.
a great person and great artist.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Very much.
Muchas gracias. Hey.
Muchas gracias, lo dijo en
Muchas
castellano
gracias.
y cantó Ríe Chinito. Así nos fuimos. Thank you.
Alright. Yeah, that Parota Chinga, they are lovely.
I
love those girls. They're so nice.
The Bruce Lee thing that I
Yeah.
it's in YouTube. You can find it.
Oh, I want to find that.
Yes, and it's
Water.
great. It's great. Yes,
Takes
water.
many shapes.
Be water, my
Be
friend.
water.
He
Just
said,
be
water,
water.
my friend.
It's kind of like every gig. You got to be water and take the shape
Yes.
of whatever situation you're in. Just be cool. I love that.
Can I have a picture of you both?
Sí, de hecho te lo he dicho.
Of course. Okay. Cool. What's this t-shirt? Bob Marley.
I choose
And the way
especially
they-
for you.
Yeah.
Yes, Soul Rebels,
Grunge Tower.
Free.
Fear
Fear nothing.
nothing. Yes, Bob. Do you know what?
Okay.
I love the story of him when he gets shot and then he goes to the gig the next day
Yes.
and he's like, no, they don't take time off or something. I
Yeah.
love that. Those bastards don't take time off, so why should I? I love him. I love everything that he stood for.
Just, I don't know how to say thank you.
Ah, you're so sweet. I just love you.
I'm very nervous. Bueno, ok. No sé, le puedes decir muchísimas gracias.
These
Que la
are many,
respeto.
many ultra thanks.
Oh,
Estoy
yeah,
muy
that's
nervioso y
cool.
que de verdad estoy muy agradecido.
Well, thank you for
Very
like
grateful.
listening to the record and
Oh,
having,
yes.
having a real great interview. It's good.
Thank you.
And your English is brilliant.
No, not at all.
Yeah. No, it is.
Okay.
It's really, really good. I thought it was going to be like very much less than what it is. So
I didn't.
very good, man.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you very much.